I thought I'd take a quick moment today to talk about food. One, because I am reading this book, Eat Joy, stories of comfort food from 31 writers, including names like Carmen Maria Machado, Anthony Doerr, Lev Grossman. This is basically a series of essays about food, comfort food, and I have been this has been like my breakfast reading. One of the things I would like to do is to slow down more in the mornings, and especially on weekend mornings where I don't have to worry about work. My work day starts at 8, so I tend to get a fairly early start, but it's like on weekends I can relax, have a cup of tea, sit down at the table, and instead of scrolling or watching TV, I've been trying to read. And this book of essays is nice because they're fairly short. Like, you can read one or two in a sitting. It's not intimidating. Fabulous stuff. But it's also made me think more about cooking and my day-to-day routine. I really love to cook. I love spending time in the kitchen. But you get into routines with things, and you stop making new foods, you stop trying new stuff. But reading some of the recipes that people mention in this book, and it does, like, all of the essays are accompanied at the end by a recipe. And when I say recipe, some of them are like recipes, and some of them are like this one for brownie mix. This is Anthony Doerr's essay ends with a recipe for brownie mix that is I will read it as follows. The ingredients are 1 brown of Duncan Hines chewy fudge family style brownie mix and water. Instructions: sit on floor, cut open bag of brownie mix, add water, stir, eat with fingers, repeat when necessary. And you know what, in fairness, I do have some what I like to call like meal ideas saved in my phone that are less recipes and just more gestures towards a meal. But nevertheless, one of the things that I want to try to do is be better about meal planning for the week, so that when I go grocery shopping, I have an idea of what I am planning to cook. I can plan for meals that are going to use the same ingredients, and I can hopefully save myself a little bit of time and mental energy during the week and avoid decision fatigue by having an idea of what I'm going to cook for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I've been thinking about this coming week, and here are some of the ideas that I had for meal planning for me. I've written down 3 or 4 ideas for each meal. So for breakfasts, I've said bagel and cream cheese and maybe some fruit or a fruit smoothie, a breakfast burrito, a few things that I love tossing stuff in a tortilla, but I would probably put like egg, peppers, cheese, maybe some beans, like white beans. And then I also had a savory breakfast bowl, so quinoa, potatoes, beans, tomato, egg, cheese, and I thought maybe avocado, but I looked at the avocados in the grocery store, were not amazing today. For lunch, we are moving into fall. It's quite glorious. It's getting colder and cloudy, and it's making my soul very happy. So soup's one of the things. I thought I could do like a broccoli cheddar soup would be a good thing to make. And I've got like a loaf of peasant bread that I just pulled out of the freezer. Some like little sandwiches, like tea sandwiches, very simple. So do like mayo and cucumber, to do turkey and Gouda, and maybe like, you know, make a few different kinds of sandwiches and mix them up, toss them in a lunch kit. Amazing. Stir fry rice with peas, pepper, onion. Maybe do like egg fried rice, toss scrambled egg in there, why not? And then I have like a lot of instant noodles. Like, I just buy instant noodles, but I tend to like break the package in half, and I cook half the noodles at a time. And sometimes I don't even use the included like seasoning packet. I have like, you know, chicken stock powder in my cupboard, and sometimes what I do is I take those little packets and I take them to work. And you know, sometimes you just want to like sit and drink broth instead of tea or something, and I could just, anyways, not important. But one of the things I like to do with my instant noodles is I do sort of like a chili oil noodles. So just boil the noodles long enough till they get soft, put a little chili oil on there, maybe toss in like a little bit of that chicken stock seasoning, and then throw in like a vegetable. So maybe snap peas or cabbage, like cabbage, a little like gently wilted cabbage, and then some shrimp. I picked up some frozen shrimp. Dinner ideas, I've got white fish. I've been really loving like cod lately, to just do like a pan fried cod with garlic butter. A plus, with like some steamed broccoli and rice. If I'm gonna do like a broccoli cheddar soup, one of the things I could do is like a broccoli cheddar pasta. So take my soup base and make it into a pasta sauce. Do that with shrimp. We're getting into the era of stews, so if I toss together, you know, like carrot, potato, onion, peas, I could do like a stew. And I have some farmer sausage, could toss that in. And the same thing, I could do kind of like a cottage pie situation, you know, peas, carrot, corn, maybe beans, and then top it with mashed potatoes and a little bit of shredded cheese, bake in the oven. I think it could be great. The funny thing about this book is that these essays, these stories are all about sort of specific instances where food was a comfort in someone's life. But I find that food is a general comfort in my day-to-day life. It's kind of like no matter how difficult the day is, no matter how many things went wrong or what I didn't have control over, there's always this opportunity in making a meal to experience a little moment of joy. And sometimes that's achieved through spontaneity, and sometimes it's achieved through some meal planning, which helps to reduce the mental load. What about y'all? Do you ever plan out your meals for the week? What's your approach to your daily eating? Please feel free to let me know in the comments, and my friends and fellow VEDSies, I will see all of you tomorrow.
Morning.
I'm filming a video!
No.